Searchlights poke long, white, inquisitive fingers into the blackness of the night. The wail of the subs sounds, and raw chaos unfurls. These are not Hollywood sound effects. This is the music they play every night in London, the Symphony of War. For 3 long years, Britain's punks have withstood the ruthless aggression of the enemy, hurled back each successive media blitz unleashed against them, and laid waste to the incestuous apathy of a stagnant England. At stake are the punks themselves. The wild teenage anarchy within them is besieged by the cloying decencies and passive violence of civilized life. This is not a pleasant way to spend an evening, but punks accept it as their part in the defense of the frontiers of freedom. Hairdressers, bank clerks, street urchins, unemployed by day, they are heroes by night. During the blackouts of 77, unseen dangers awaited punks in the dark. Caught off guard by the active extremism of their own children, the initial reaction of the enemy was a resort to censorship, slander, and outright violence. But punk didn't take its beating lying down. After all, there's no sense in running away when you're wearing a pair of bondage trousers. A violent reaction to a violent set of facts. Punks were born with their backs to the wall. Those that can fight will fight. promise of war had served only to steel the punk resolve, but you could knock people's minds about as well as their bodies. Realizing the terrifying power that radio, television, or the printed word can have over the minds of men, the enemy enlisted the subtle cobwebs of the media. An army of flatterers, journalists, and skilled deceivers was called up to suck the blood of punk.
Turnover! Keine Angst, be calm. We are from Transylvanischer Rundfunk. We make question and answer, yes? How is a punk? Your childhood? Why you live in a car? You come from a broken home? Ah!
Even children's hour in peacetime, the very sanctuary of innocence, was mobilized to play its part.
Hello there. This afternoon I'm going to show you how to destroy your school uniform and turn it into the very latest punk outfit. But as this takes quite a bit of time, as you can see, I'm going to show you one that I've already prepared, and then you'll be able to see exactly how inventive you can be and what a lot of scope there is. Now just look at this. Here in the top pocket, I've put a thumb with a razor blade going through it, and over here, one of my favourite touches, I've sewed on 4 dogging. Now, as we move the blaze around, we have a chaos banner, which I slipped in on either end of the sleeve there, and very orange contrasting rather nicely with the brown. And we come round to the back of the garment, and here we have some pictures. Now, 4 of these I bought in the Soho area of London, so they'll be easily available for you too. And this centre one is quite a special one. Yes, I'm sure you're all going to recognise that one. So, there we are. Good luck and enjoy yourselves.
Fashionmongers were encouraged to copy, dilute, and sell the utility uniforms of punk. What had been a weapon, they tried to make a toy. On the black market, record companies waved their magic checkbooks at those punk bands still outside captivity. Many quizzling groups were signed and broadcast like Lord Haw Haw on commercial radio.
Come on, finish your food and we'll get a signature on the contract. I don't think this is the kind of place where you put tomato sauce on your food.
The nation succumbed. Within months, penguins were pogoing and hippies had cut their hair as the enemies strove to implant an identity crisis in the heart of punk. Casualties were heavy, but punk has never pandered to reality. The bland tedium of everyday life presented innumerable targets for retaliatory action. Each fresh atrocity was more obnoxious than the last. The surfeit of media, punk was easily regurgitated and thrown in the enemy's face. Inoculation had failed. Punk was a contagious disease.
Oh wait, if anyone's down on the ground, don't kick them up.
Careless talk costs lives. The enemy is always listening. Autograph hunters and rumor mongers with their slack minds and silly babbling mouths, through interviews and gossip columns, cause stars to be born. Punk has had its share of traitors. Ordinary kids, even idiots, elevated to the rank of idols. But each time a collaborator is exposed, 100 punks spring up to take his place, adamant in their belief that musicians are no different and no more talented than their audience. Punk is dead. Long live mod. Or should that be Rude Boys or Teds? How often have you heard the enemy make this fatuous claim? Seeking to transmute the volatile energies of punk into safe commercial profits, an unholy alliance of aging rock stars and child-molesting media businessmen have exhumed the faded fashions of the 50s and 60s. But punk won't go away, and punks themselves are becoming younger and nastier every day. Punks are the shock troops of the 80s. The children of the oil crisis, they have no time for the vicarious thrills of nostalgia, nor for its trivial rules. Punk morale is higher than ever before. Punks are fused together not by fear, but by a surging spirit of revenge, immortal hate, and the courage never to submit or yield. The enemy will continue to devise its vile and treacherous stratagems, but it cannot kill the unconquerable will of Britain's punks. Punk can take it.
What's it, people?